And then you make a big stop against Baylor. Baylor! Oh!
Oh shit, they actually did it! They actually fucking did it! So if I'm a Conference fan, that franchise guy is so fucking happy about that. Oh my goodness! They actually did it, bro. He's so happy, bro. He was a nut.
I called it.
Well, we all called it. You did?
No, hold on, Warren. I know I'm supposed to fucking hate it. I don't fucking hate it. I'm just gonna keep it real. I hate it. Okay?
Oh God. What?
Oh my god, bro. What the
Detroit is on the clock.
Get the... Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, sir. Detroit is on the clock. Wow. And their pick is in. Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
So, Chris, Dallas in a last-minute exchange decided to trade their pick off to the Detroit
What the fuck
Lions.
are you doing, Jerry? And could not read the defense! You got me jumping! It'd be called cream pie smash.
Oh God, dude. I knew it.
So, West Virginia played about as good as my fucking hairline is right now. And you probably see my hairline, Bailey. It is bad. Okay?
God!
For the love of football.
Well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pigskin Mafia Podcast. I'm your host, TJ Riddell. And today is a very special day for yours truly. It's a very special occasion, actually, for your boy. Today is my birthday. So if I had any clapping, yay, sound effects, that would come in right now, but you know, I don't have a whole lot of time to deal with that equipment and shit like that, which is fine, you know. But you know what? As I got loved ones, I got friends telling me happy birthday to me as I'm typing it right now. Oh, jeez. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Alright. As I got friends and family telling me happy birthday, it's a very important day to know. January 29th, 1996. At 8:20 p.m. Central Time in Killeen, Texas, I was born. And let me just tell you, the most charismatic bald man that you'll ever see. A white man that looks like Suge Knight right now. Okay, I don't want to go that far, but you know what I mean. I'm a cold motherfucker. Okay? I'm pretty cold. Do a podcast during my 30th birthday. It is the 30-30. I was born the day after the Dallas Cowboys won their last Super Bowl. Yeah. Back when Barry Switzer was the head coach, Jerry Jones thought he had a mastermind, but it was just a it was just a, you know, and you had Michael Irvin, you had Emmitt Smith, Jay Novacek, Troy Aikman there, and it was not the best Super Bowl winning Dallas Cowboys team in franchise history, but it was their last Super Bowl in 30 years. And you know, I asked God one day, I said, is it me What's the problem? Why can't the Cowboys win a Super Bowl? Why am I the problem? And it's not my fault that the Cowboys just keep disappointing me. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. It's not my fault. I will never claim fault to it. But if it comes down to it, if it comes down to a sacrifice, it's either me or Jerry. At the end of the day, it's just gonna be me or Jerry. I'm sorry, but your boy's telling the truth because it's either me or Jerry for the Cowboys to be back on track to get to a Super Bowl. But that won't happen anytime soon. And meanwhile, it's my dirty 30, guys. Like, this is incredible. An incredible milestone. I've been alive for 30 years. I'm just going back to school for the first time in 10 years. Going to school, doing schoolwork. So, I do apologize for missing last week. As I'm live right now, someone is asking me what I'm doing on the podcast. And, Jesus Christ. We got a loaded lineup. We got to talk about the first thing. Bill Belichick not being a first ballot Hall of Famer. Absolute disgrace to the game of football. Then we'll talk about the Bad Bunny controversy where he wants to play dress up while performing in the Super Bowl. UFL's returning. And yes, my aunt says hi, everyone. And yeah, breaking down the Pro Bowl games, like, do I really want to watch Pro Bowl games now that there's no tackle football involved? As I stated earlier, UFL's coming back this season. Starts in March. So then we'll have like a quick little preview about Super Bowl 60, which will be a rematch between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots back in the Legion of Boom days where they had Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor and all those guys. And the infamous Pete Carroll play that he did not run Marshawn Lynch inside the end zone, by the way. What a fucking terrible play that was by Pete. And I respect Pete Carroll as a head coach, but man, that was one of the worst play calls in a big-time Super Bowl that I've ever seen. Can the Seahawks redeem themselves? Will the Patriots redefine their dynasty? And there is my little cousin texting me. Hi, Everly. I guess I'll go ahead and add her. Sorry, I'm just texting right now. So let's go ahead and dive in on Bill Belichick real quick. Bill Belichick, a guy that's won 6 Super Bowls as a head coach, 9 in total. Pretty much created the defense over in the Giants over there when he was a special teams assistant, according to Lawrence Taylor. Over there in New York as the Giants special teams assistant, and then year 3 was elevated as defensive coordinator by Bill Parcells. This is a complete mockery that Bill Belichick was not voted in first ballot. We're talking about possibly the greatest of all time coaches, greatest of all time, to ever step foot onto an NFL football field and not be in the Hall of Fame. I don't give a shit if he's active or not in the NFL. I don't give a shit if he's blackballed or not. This is a complete... What in the hell are we doing, Roger Goodell? What are we doing, NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame? What are we doing Canton, Ohio? What the fuck are we doing? Bill Belichick is, and I say this because I have a lot of respect. Bill Belichick has to be one of, if not the greatest coach of all time. And in my opinion, I think Jimmy Johnson's the best of all time. But you know what? If we're talking about actual stats and actual facts, Bill Belichick is by far the greatest head coach of all time in the NFL. The elite of the elite. The 1% don't even last that long. And we're sitting here talking about it's really ridiculous. It's really fucked up what they're doing in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But guys like fucking... I don't know. If Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then nobody should be a first ballot Hall of Famer at this point. The Hall of Fame is a fucking joke. The fucking Pro Bowl is a fucking joke. I'll get to that later. And the halftime performances are a fucking joke, which I'll get to that here in a little bit. You know, and as I'm being bombarded by family, by the way. I'm not out of focus. I'm just being bombarded by family. And Facebook friends. Gotta love Facebook friends. Shout out to everybody that tells me happy birthday today. Makes me feel special, especially today. I'm running a show right now. And this little girl, who I love to death, is completely stealing the show from me. Because she needs all the attention. But I love her to death. But as I digress, I think there's a lot of envious people that do these votings. Like the people that didn't vote in Mike Leach to the College Football Hall of Fame is an absolute mockery of the game of football. People that didn't vote for Bill Belichick, they're fucking losers. They don't know how to win, and they don't know how to take criticism. They've never been told no before. Is basically what I'm seeing. These are the same type of people that will look at stats like Mike McDaniel compared to Brian Flores and say Mike McDaniel's better than Brian Flores. Well, if you actually look at the rosters and you look at the actual teams, Brian Flores was the better coach. He demanded more. Anyone with less. Remember Matt Moore? Or not Matt Moore. Gosh, what's his name? I don't remember. I just named an Oregon State quarterback from back in the day. You know, like, we have to stop catering to these soft fucks out here. They are absolutely fucking moronic. And I think that what the NFL is doing by the bylaws, yeah, I agree with it, but at the same time, take accountability. Take accountability when you're wrong, you know. We have to stop letting these fucking people that have no idea what they're talking about when watching football. If they don't know what the difference between a fucking 3 technique and a fucking 2 tech or 1 tech, then they don't need to be watching. I'm sorry. Or voting. Sorry. They don't need to be voting. Like, it's absolutely fucking pathetic. I think that these voters that vote the Heisman, that vote for Coach of the Year, that vote for MVP, that vote for anything in this fucking environment, in football, in general, college football, NFL, whatever, they are fucking stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. The 11 people that did not vote for Bill Belichick, it was either out of spite or they're fucking retarded. Plain and simple. I'm just baffled, honestly. Like, I'm really irritated. Oh my God, that is an old picture right there. My grandmother just told me happy birthday to the best Longhorn fan I know and love so very much. And I did not realize that this was still a picture. Let me show y'all real quick. All right, here's the picture. My God, look at that little tyke. Holy smokes. That is vintage TJ right there. All right, let's see what she has to say. Hello, Miss Everly. Hello. How are you? Good? Yeah. What are you doing? I am doing a show right now, Everly.
What's a show?
It's a YouTube show, a football show that you cannot watch.
I'll look up TJ right now.
No, don't you dare. This is crazy. While I'm live, too. You really did outdid yourself, Everly.
What's your name? I just typed in TJ.
Well, I can't give you my government name, Everly, because I can't.
Show me to the humans.
What?
Show me to the humans.
No, I'm doing a show right now, Everly.
Everly, get off the phone. Bye.
Bye. That crazy girl. Oh my God. That was embarrassing. Oh, good God. Well, that was live. Anyways, in all seriousness, Bill Belichick not being in the first, being in as a first ballot Hall of Famer is an absolute mockery to the game of football, and it really goes to show that these woke ass people are just really pathetic. And I'm talking about the voters. I'm not talking about the fucking woke mob. That's a whole nother thing. And I'm not bringing politics into this show. I'm just saying that these people are too soft to take criticism from coaches. And I'm talking about media. I'm not talking about anybody else. When I talk about voters, these are media people that are voting on football talent and football coaches. Hear what I just said. Media personnel who are voting on coaches and football talent. And a lot of these guys have never, ever, ever touched the field. Not even in youth football. And they want to sit here and say, well, we can fuck over Bill Belichick because of Spygate, and he was mean to me in a press conference when I asked him what was wrong with Asante Samuel or with Gronkowski or Teddy Bruschi or Richard Seymour or, you know, like, it really fucking irks me that we have to sit here and cater to those people. We have to sit there and cater to the media that has no fucking clue what they're talking about. And it just shows you right there. So, let's move on to the next thing that I got to talk about, which is Super Bowl 60 controversy for the halftime show. Bad Bunny says he wants to play dress up during one of his songs for halftime. Well, a lot of people like President Trump, Coach JB. I've heard Coach JB talk about it a little bit. A lot of people are pissed off that this little fucking idiot is thinking about playing drag in the grandest stage of them all, the Super Bowl, during the halftime show. Now, I'm not a big advocate for the halftime show. Now, I will say there are favorite moments in the halftime show, but one in particular really gets me hyped is Prince singing Purple Rain in the rain. And I think it was the Super Bowl between the Colts and the Bears, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it was. It was down in Miami, I think. And, bro, that was a hell of a fucking performance by Prince. But let me just say this right now. I'm not watching any halftime shows this era. I'm not. It's all gay. It's all stupid. It caters to the fucking woke liberals out there. And it all makes sense. It makes total fucking sense. To now, they're playing in Santa Clara, California, gay. They're going to bring in Bad Bunny, gay. He's going to advocate for LGBTQ, gay. And he's also going to play Dress and Drag during a song. Let me guess. Gay! So, when President Trump said it's an absolute disgrace that... actually, I think I can find his tweet out there because they got him back on Twitter now. What is that sound? Weird. Well, anyways, let me see here real quick if I can find President Donald Trump's speech or what he said about the NFL or the Super Bowl. Let's see real quick if I can find it because he practically just absolutely mollywopped the I can't find it anywhere, but let's see. Donald Trump Bad Bunny tweet. Alright. I think I found it. So, Trump's not going to attend the Super Bowl and slams Bad Bunny. He said they're not even telling me what he said. Yeah, well, anyway, Trump said fuck that, and I'm not going because you're pushing gay on a gladiator sport. And Bad Bunny responds to saying, I think he's afraid of my music. No, it's because we don't like when guys like you, who has a voice and has something for kids to look up to, advocates for something that's against what kids should be learning about. Like, I don't know, LGBTQ bullshit. So, I'm not going to sit here and say that you shouldn't be gay or whatever. Be what you want to be. But please, keep whatever you have in your bedroom out of my fucking sport. Keep whatever you wear outside of my fucking sport. Keep the homosexuality out of my fucking sport. Now, there's been gay football players. I know. There's been a few of them. And it's alright. Like, I'm not discriminating that. What I'm saying is stop pushing that bullshit. Even gay people don't like that shit. People that are truly gay actually hate that shit. They do. They fucking hate it. It's absolutely gay. It's retarded. And we need to bring back shock therapy. Plain and simple. Maybe we could stop this bullshit with the LGBTQ push. And I'm pretty sure that any gay would agree with me on that. Just saying. Good God. I might get canceled. But, yeah, if you can watch the Super Bowl, there's no reason to boycott the Super Bowl. Just boycott the halftime. I don't watch halftimes anymore. After the 2022 halftime show, they fucking butchered that goddamn halftime show. It was fucking flaccid and fucking soft. I didn't like it. So, I stopped watching the halftime shows. I did. And people are pointing out satanic things and shit. Like, stop doing that shit. That's gay, too. Like, if you're gonna watch a halftime show, fucking watch it. If you don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch it. It takes fucking 15 minutes of your time. It does. So, what do I do in 15 minutes? I don't fucking know. Fucking jack off or play fucking video games. I don't fucking care. Do something outside of fucking watching the halftime show. If you don't want to watch the halftime show. And if you do want to watch it, don't fucking press people to watch it. And don't be fucking nitpicking what satanic things are going on in there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, nobody really gives a shit about all that. All I care about is if the kids are having fun watching the game of football. Not this fucking little fairy that wants to play dress up. I'm not going to watch the halftime show. I'm going to watch the game. I'm not going to sit here and watch the halftime show. Because that's what I choose. I'm not going to fucking sit there and cater to the masses by watching the halftime show. And there's another alternative besides whatever broadcast is going to show Bad Bunny. There's going to be TPUSA. Turn to Turning Point USA. Their halftime show. I'm sure they'll have like Kenny Chesney or something. I don't know. I just don't like halftime shows. I don't really give a fuck about the halftime shows. Unless it's like Prince in Purple Rain in the Rain. That's goated. After that, I don't give a shit. I don't even watch halftime shows. I watch the fucking game that I love. The halftime show is for fucking women and children. Sorry. Just saying. But, as I digress, there's something else we were going to talk about today. Besides UFL news, Bad Bunny, Bill Belichick, the Super Bowl preview. There's something else, and I done forgot about it. I done plumb forgot about it, honestly. So, my bad. I'm a fucking wreck right now. Okay, so I'm on track. So, UFL is coming up. I'm excited for that because AJ McCarron's coaching Birmingham. Anthony Beck is coaching Orlando. And you know what? I gotta say something right now about good old AJ McCarron. Love what he's done. Period. Outside of football, and you know, he was a really good fucking quarterback at Alabama, and I have a lot of respect for AJ McCarron for what he's done and advocating and what he's doing right now. He has his own show, and now he's going to be the head coach for Birmingham, which he's going to have his former coach, Siski, help him out, which is really smart, in my opinion, especially for a coach like AJ McCarron. I think this is going to be an awesome experience for him. I hope I can get him on the show at some point. So, AJ, if you get the chance, come on our show. I want to talk to you. Talk about your what led you to become the head coach for Birmingham. Like, I'm excited to see this UFL this season. Like, we're gonna see Noel Mazzoni for the Renegades. That's gonna be an awesome experience. He's not gonna be the head coach. I think he's the offensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken. But you got 8 teams in the UFL right now. And so far their lids looked fucking phenomenal. I really like the way everything looks right now for the UFL. So you got the Birmingham Stallions, a new team, the Columbus Aviators, which they've been teasing that on fucking Madden all the time. The Dallas Renegades, back to being Dallas. I love that. The DC Defenders stays. The Houston Gamblers returns but drops the Roughnecks. Now they're the Houston Gamblers. First time since the USFL days. The Louisville Kings. That's a new team. Which they have a pretty sick logo. I like that. The Orlando Storm. That's the team that Coach Anthony Becht is going to coach. And then you got the St. Louis Battlehawks. So we'll have the defending UFL champions DC Defenders taking on the St. Louis Battlehawks week 1. And then AJ McCarron and the Birmingham Stallions will take on the Louisville Kings. Then you got the Texas Showdown between Dallas and Houston. And then you got then you have Columbus taking on Orlando, which I'll be tuning in to those games, honestly, because I'm really excited to see what this new thing has to this newer league of UFL is becoming. So March 27th will be the first game, and that's between Birmingham and Louisville, and they play on the road and at home. So this is gonna be awesome. I love me some UFL football, especially this year. I'm really excited. I'm actually signing up to be an insider right now. So, hell yeah. And it's required I have a favorite team. I'm going to say Renegades. I think I'm going to be a Renegades guy. Especially with Noel Mazzoni on there. Hell yeah, I will take that. Now, if only Sean Salisbury would become a coach for the Houston Gamblers, that would be fucking hard for me. Shout out to Sean Salisbury. I think my speakers are getting... I don't know what's happening. I think it's picking up on a lot of noise. Let's try to do that right there. There we go. That makes way more sense. Now that I'm an insider of UFL, we're going to provide a lot better news for UFL than last year. I can tell you that right now. But last but not least, as I digress, this is the main event of the show. Super Bowl 60 between the Seattle Seahawks, who is led by Mike McDonald, sorry. Didn't mean to disparage your name. And Sam Darnold, who is the first quarterback out of the 2018 draft. Who is in that draft? Lamar, Baker, Josh Allen. Maybe a lot lot of people were wrong about Sam Darnold. Maybe he just had to find his home. That, he's really looked good with Seattle. I'll be honest. And I'm not the biggest Sam Darnold advocator, but he's looked really, really good, especially in the playoffs. And on the other corner, from Foxborough, Massachusetts, coming back for their title as the greatest dynasty, looking to become the first ever 3-time dynasty if they win the way they do, or the way they did back in the day. Looking to get back on the championship route. The New England Patriots, led by former Patriot Mike Vrabel and Drake May, young sensational quarterback who's really hit it off this year. This is gonna be a fun game in my opinion. I'm not gonna make any picks today. It'll be next week whenever it gets closer to that time. I still haven't made a decision yet, and I don't need to. So this is going to be a hell of a game in my opinion. I think that this game is going to make a great Super Bowl in my opinion. Why? Because I feel like the Patriots are a lot better than what people are giving them credit for. I just think that they played in a really bad weather situation last week, and it was just a really good defensive game. I don't think Seattle is going to run away with it. I think it's going to be really, 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 really fucking close. Although I'm liking what Seattle's doing right now. Mike McDonald's really good, but Vrabel, I think, has the edge on experience. But we'll see what happens next week. If I make a decision or if I just wing it. Because I'm already having a rough time making a decision on who to pick. And it's already fucking catching up to me. So, but last but not least, Pro Bowl games. Fuck them. End them. I'm done with them. If you're not going to play fucking tackle football, end it. But that's all I got, guys. I got to fucking go celebrate my birthday. I actually got to go shower again. Rebrush my teeth. Look good. Kind of shave this part right here a little bit. Kind of trim up a little bit. I already shaved my head, as you could tell. So it's squeaky clean, like a... I'm really glad that I have been around for 30 years of my life, bringing joy to folks that may or may not know me, that watch this show or don't watch this show. If you know me personally, thank you for being in my life. Honestly, if you have been in my life, thank you for everything that you've given me. And most importantly, thank God for everything that's been given to me and what I had to do to earn it. And God's carving me a path right now that I'm working on right now. It's probably going to take me a while to get there, but you know what? I trust in God. I do. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready for anything that comes towards me. I'm ready for any challenge. This is the most alive I've felt in a long, long time. Honestly. And going back to school really helps. I'm really excited about what's going on in my life. Hopefully we could get more people on here, like guests, like I said, bring on AJ McCarron one episode or one live. We could bring in Noel Mazzoni at one point. We could bring in Coach JB if he's interested. We could bring in Matt McChesney. We could bring back Bailey anytime. He said anytime, so I just got to figure out on my side how to do this properly. But it's all about managing your time. If you don't manage your time well, you're not going to succeed. If you don't have patience to manage your time, listen to what I'm saying. If you don't have patience to manage your time, you will fail. And you know what? It's okay to fail once. It's okay to fail. As long as you are getting back on your feet, getting off your ass, and do the fucking job again. No matter how many times you fucking do it and you fail, there's going to be that one fucking time you fucking succeed. I'm telling you, I am a living, breathing product of people doubting me. For 30 fucking years, people have doubted my abilities. I've had doctors tell me that he can't walk. I played 12 years of football. That gave me life. There's a reason why I'm so obsessed with football. Because football gave me life. Whether people believe it or not, if it wasn't for football, you would not see this guy here. As a matter of fact, you'd probably see some robotic guy that doesn't even know what he's doing in life. Let them motherfuckers doubt. Let the haters doubt. And just brush it off. Smoke a cigar. Drink your fucking Crown and Coke. And just fucking enjoy life, man. I'm telling you. I got a new mindset heading into 2026 that fuck them. I don't give a fuck what people think about me anymore. I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about anything. About what I say or what I do. And honestly, I've toned it down on what I've been saying. I feel like today was a bad day for me, to say what I just said about Bad Bunny and LGBTQ gay or whatever. But I've worked on myself on being a better man. And again, if you are patient in life, managing your time in life, you'll be successful. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. This has been a great show. I don't know who watched or whatever, but I'm sure we'll get more people watching as we speak. If you haven't already, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more PMP content. You'll probably see more shorts out of me. I do apologize for being a week late, and I predicted the Broncos to beat the Patriots, and the Patriots won. Or I predicted the Patriots to beat the Broncos, and the Patriots won. But I predicted the Rams to beat the Seahawks, and the Seahawks won. So now you got the Seahawks and Patriots. And a late congratulations to the Indiana Hoosiers, by the way. Outstanding season. Very outstanding season. I wish I would have done that podcast, but my body just was not. It was on shutdown mode. So, but I want to thank each and every one of you that do watch this show. Like me, hate me, I don't give a fuck. Subscribe, don't subscribe, whatever. As long as you're watching the show and you get something out of it, thank you. Thank you so much. And Oh, good God. My nose is stuffy. But 30 years of life, and I'm hoping for a lot more. A lot more, like Fallout style. which is crazy. Fucking 200 years of living. That would be insane. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys for watching. Tune in next week as I make my Super Bowl predictions, and there could be more news to come. Head coaches, we'll talk more about the head coaching carousel next week. I was meaning to do that this week, but I forgot, and I just rushed last minute. And I was out and about today, so I just didn't think about it. So we'll do that. We'll start with the head coaching candidacy or head coaching fill-ins and hires and whatnot. How I feel about them. Is it a good look? Is it a bad look? Or whatever, and we'll go from there, man. I'm fucking pumped for tonight, honestly, because I'm going to eat some real good Asian food, and then I'm going to eat me. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know about that Asian food and then a Crown of Coke mixed up. That might be a recipe for disaster. But we'll see. But thank you everyone that wished me happy birthday, that put in the time and day for them to wish me happy birthday, and I thank God that I have the support around me that I have in all aspects of life. My mom, my dad, my sister, my family up in Moody or in Central Texas, who I consider family, but they're practically my best friends around here and up in Central Texas. If I call you brother, you're my family, essentially. If I call you sister, you're my family, essentially. So, yeah, I'm just incredibly thankful that I have people, even my coworkers at work. I'm not going to mention where I work because I'm a HR disaster. But my coworkers who watch this show, or if they even watch this show, or even just talk to me, like my coworkers that work with me, thank you for everything, honestly. And thank you to the guys that served in the military with me. Thank you so much for being in my life. I'm incredibly thankful. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be around other people that, just being around people. I love it, and I felt like, in all honesty, like the ass end of 2025, I wasn't really social around anybody. Like, I was, like, I wouldn't even go into town for, like, months, and people will be like, where have you been? I've been working. What people don't realize is I was really trying to just work on myself and work on what I wanted to do. So I said, fuck it, let's go back to school. Let's relearn some things. I'm learning a lot right now. Shout out to my history class. Online, by the way. Learned a lot. And I'm looking forward to the challenges ahead as a guy that works and does podcasting. And now goes to school and has a social life, but kind of neglected it over the last few months. But I'm looking to get back into the game, so I'm excited for it. But anyways, goodbye, everybody. This has been a great show. Fucking happy to be alive. 30 years. And many more coming to you. Because I'm that motherfucking guy. Okay? And yeah, I'm an old bastard. I got me a bald ass head now. And I got people telling me happy birthday, old man. Fuck you. I'm just going to call him son. But anyway, love you guys so much that do watch the show or don't watch the show. Like or don't like. Subscribe or don't subscribe. Love each and every one of y'all that have come into my life and made an impact on me, or I made an impact on you somehow. I don't know how I can make an impact on somebody, but I somehow do. But I do thank you guys for watching. This has been a fun show, and Billy, love you. Goodbye. Mwah. And goodbye. Bye.